Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 17 of Gaming After Dark. It's another Tuesday, and it's going to be another fantastic show. Glad to be here with you, and it's finally back on camera. Not that that's important at all. I'm sure many of you don't need to see my ugly mug, but in the meantime, it's just going to be a great show. We've got our cast of characters ready to roll in, and we've got a very special guest making a long-awaited return to the podcast. So without any further ado, let's get everybody introduced, and we'll acknowledge the chat in just a moment. But coming in hot, heavy, and ready, the always opinionated, the always charismatic, and the man who makes shades really cool, it's GameComplainers.
What is going on, everyone? How's everyone doing tonight?
I think most people are doing pretty good. The question is, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
Enjoyed your little banter on the wrestling podcast last night.
Oh, yeah. No, it was really crazy. Some very opinionated opinions for sure.
All righty, bringing them in hot and heavy. We got the one and the only, the Foxy man on the podcast. It's ProtoFoxy.
Hey, everybody. It's Tuesday night, and you know what that means. It's Gaming After Dark. I am your friendly neighborhood Red Menace with you as always. And with the rest of the Gaming After Dark crew, let's fucking tear into it.
He sounds like he's ready to go. Hopefully you're feeling pretty good this week, Proto.
Oh, hell yeah. Feeling real good.
That's it. Ain't nothing that a bit of medication and a couple of cock rubs can't fix, right?
Exactly.
All right. Speaking of cockheads, let's bring in the one, the only, the man with the cool-ass voice. It's Sir X-Man.
I don't exist in this world. I'm just here.
Next. We're glad you're here, man. We're glad you're here.
Oh, I didn't have much to say. You can go. I'm good.
Okay, that was kind of awkward. Holy shit, bro. But I hope you're feeling a little better. Like you said, you were under the weather. So
I've heard worse. Trust me, I've heard worse.
All right. If you disappear during the show, we're assuming you're taking a washroom break and letting one loose, probably.
TMI, dude. TMI, man. TMI.
All right, coming in live from the swivel chair, bringing down to the crown. Here he is, your wicked king.
It's your boy. What's up, everybody? It's the Hub King. We back again, baby. It's Gaming After Dark, another Tuesday night. Let's get it going, baby.
We will get it going, indeed. Man, it's going to be a good show. I can feel it in my bones already. Get ready to roll. Man's already spotting his crown, so he's so I guess does that mean Wicked that you've got a whopper of a show ahead of you?
Yeah, we got big things coming.
Jesus, either that's a big jug of moonshine or Perry's thirsty.
Oh yeah.
Good God.
You went all the way down to 10
to get it. One of the very first ever guests on Gaming After Dark. He is a member of Breakfast with Boom. You've heard him on many podcasts, both big and small. He's always man down to talk about Gears of War. One of my personal favorites and a friend, Chris Bob.
Oh, well, don't tear into me. And also don't get the kaboom on me either, because, you know, I collect cards and I want one of those. Yeah, it's great to be here. And I mean, it's been what, 4 years, Newf? I think something like that.
Fucking long. Well, then it's way overdue.
Like
You were on with me.
We go
That
back
was the last time.
we go back so far that Primal Eve was on the podcast and she was your co-host. So that's how far we go back.
That is a ways back.
And that is way back. And I am fucking happy to be here. Yes, I said F-bomb. Let's go.
Yes, good.
Hell
Let's
yeah,
get him out of the way early. Everybody else, let's go. It's going to be a good show. Like I said, we've got an amazing chat already assembling here early in the evening, starting with Infinite Hero 79 is in the building. What's up, brother? We see Doggy Dog 420. It wouldn't be a show without a little bark and bite.
Doggy Dog.
We've also got Pink Piglets is in the house this evening. We got our good buddy Frank Fazan 928. We got Dark Zone 2525. John 907 hanging out with us as well. So we're already off to a great start this evening. Thank you all for being with us. Hit that like, share, subscribe, whatever it might apply to you, and get it out there. And let's get rocking. All right, let's start off real quick. Like this one kind of came down the pipes fairly late. It's not really a topic per se, or not a big topic, but tomorrow apparently it's official. PlayStation is going to drop a state of play tomorrow. So real quick, just going around the circle, what do you think Sony might have up their sleeve for this one? And most importantly, is it about time for them to really start showing their hand here? Because it seems like Xbox has been showing off game after game, but Sony has been rather quiet. And if you happen to be a PlayStation fan, God knows that I certainly am, but man, like, where are the games? It's been it's been drier than a nun's buns up in Sony land. So what the hell's going on? Let's start with Perry. Perry, obviously, state of play tomorrow. What do you expect to see? And is it time to start bringing out some big guns from Sony to get their fans interested as PlayStation sales are starting to hit a decline?
I'm expecting what they do best, remasters. I don't know.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
You think that God of War
he said that last week too. He said that last week too. Yeah, he did. I remember that.
Oh shit.
So you think it's a possibility we see God of War remastered, the original trilogy?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm on the Bloodborne ballot. Like, I'd like to see Bloodborne remastered, remade, because I'd like to play it. I don't want to play in 30 FPS.
A lot of people would, but it seems to never come.
Yeah. They seem to. The guy that created the game says that he doesn't want them to touch it without him being involved, and he's busy right now apparently. So I don't know.
Okay.
So I'll go.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. We'll probably be chatting about it next week if anything does drop that's fairly of interest. Proto, how about yourself, man? Is there anything that you think you might see from Sony tomorrow?
Outside of the norm, where just like the state of play seem like they're a bit more low key. I don't think anything super exciting. Would I like to see them do something exciting? Yeah, I feel like they need to. I mean, you mentioned the God of War Greek trilogy remastered, whatever. That, I know that there's been rumblings about it. We could see that, but I mean, honestly, I'm not even sure what we could expect. Maybe some gameplay of Wolverine. I mean, who knows? Because like you said, they've been quiet, and it's like you need to start doing something.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to show something. It's been quite a while since we've seen anything new or significant. Like I said, the last few state of plays were largely like third-party support or it was remasters and stuff like that. But like they've been relatively quiet. Let's go down to Sir X-Man. How about yourself, man? What would you like to see from them? And is it time to show some cards?
I think they're gonna address the system update, the system problem that happened over the weekend, and try to instill confidence back in the PlayStation Plus community. That's what I think they're gonna do. Because this was out all of a sudden. Nobody expected it. It's just out of the blue. After you just had a network weekend.
Oh yeah.
I could see that happening.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that shortly about the downtime over at PlayStation Land there. How about yourself, Wicked Hot? Anything that you think they may show off tomorrow?
You know what? Maybe I'm being a little optimistic on this one, but I think they're gonna get a Forza Horizon date. I think we're gonna get a Yotai date, the Ghost of Yotai date. And I think we are also get a Metal Gear Solid 3, the remastered date. Because I heard
it's already out. Konami put it out.
I was gonna say it already got leaked or something.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's a couple of good solid cracks of it.
I think it'll be those. I think some of them. That'd be cool.
That's a couple good ones. Yeah. Crispy, how about yourself, Ben? Is there anything that you think Sony tosses out tomorrow?
Would you just call me babe? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, not bad.
No, I mean, you are so coach. Like, for the love of God, what are we fucking doing here?
Yeah.
We're
a family here.
The biggest news is going to be something from Xbox going into the state of play. That's what I feel. 40 minutes. Yeah, that sounds like, Xbox is pulling the strings a little bit and being like, okay, we'll pay for us to advertise on your said state of play. So, let's be honest here. Okay, we got multiple games that have already been announced for PlayStation. Why not do it? That is number one. Number two, if PlayStation's going to show stuff that they're not going to give to Xbox anytime soon, that doesn't mean it's not going to go to PC real soon. Yeah. I don't see Wolverine. I see Wolverine next year. Ghost of Yota, yeah. I see that. I can see it. Death Stranding 2, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think they're gonna. So like what? Look, like I didn't play the game, but I've watched people play it, and the end of the game was way better than the beginning. Okay, and I think Kojima's just gonna go ham on that, and it's also gonna still have elements of the original game, but it's gonna be very linear and focused, and he's good at that shit. He really is. He's really good at that shit, and when he focuses on something, he is completely capable of doing it. And, just the people that he likes it to be around, you know what I mean? Some of them are egotistical, but also some of them are very grounded and to the point. And I think he takes from both. So I think he's a brilliant person. And I think, this game is going to be substantial for PlayStation. It's not necessarily, it's a timed exclusive, but it's going to be there. The fact is that we look at the gaming landscape and we say, okay, like, what are we doing? PlayStation still wants to sell consoles. They still have a PS5 Pro out there. Okay. So they're going to do something that may be out of the box, but also that doesn't mean it involves Xbox or anybody else. Mm-hmm. So maybe we'll see that. I mean, they've canceled so many games. It doesn't mean that they can not uncancel a game, right? Or at least give the opportunity for somebody to pick it up where it left off, type thing. Mm-hmm. And that could be a possibility. At the end of the day, like, I just want them to like dust themselves off, get the fuck up, and understand that the landscape is changing. But we're gonna get that at other topics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's funny you mentioned the canceled games. Honest to God, though, nobody in the gaming community at large wants any of that slop they were talking about. That was that games as service bullshit. Nobody wants to fuck with that.
And, I mean, you say that, but then you see Fortnite.
Well, yeah, Fortnite being the exception. Look at Concord.
I mean,
what would be so smart? What would be so smart for Sony to do right now? Since NLB The Show 2025 isn't coming in the Game Pass, put it in your service for free this year.
Yeah, that's counter offer.
Why not test a game that you've already put on the service to sell? Let's say they sell 1 million copies when they probably got a bag and they might have been similar.
No, NLB
they sell 1 million copies of MLB The Show without Game Pass because they put it in Game Pass.
Not going to be on Game Pass.
And if they sell 1 million copies, I'm going to tell you something right now. Their mind's going to change because they may have made the same amount of money. And they may be like, you know what? We can release these games over here and just get our 70%. Like Xbox is getting their 70% over here. And we can do that, but also satisfy the investors, or let's say the holders of said IP themselves, like MLB. Like, what are we talking about here? So I think, there's a crux involved in Sony, and this is why all these things are happening. That doesn't necessarily say they don't lift themselves up and show you something great. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that they are capable of more. We have seen it before. Can they dust themselves off? Because they have thrown a lot of shit out here, okay? But also, they're not apologizing for it. And I think that's important as well.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I feel that.
Well, here's my wild shot in the dark on this one. I think tomorrow they bring a little bit of heat. I would not be entirely surprised if one, we either see something God of War related, whether it is a remaster of the older games, or we see some more from Wolverine, because that game's got to be coming along in development. We really haven't seen much for a while. Outside of those two, I think it's largely going to be an Xbox show that's going to carry the PlayStation show, because I got a feeling, like you guys alluded to, we may see the Forza Horizon 5, an announcement coming to PlayStation this spring. They're going to want to build up some hype for that to get that, world-class title on their console. And wouldn't be entirely surprised either if you guys are watching the X app in the last couple of hours. It looks like they're coming out and basically saying that Hellblade is now coming to PlayStation, and it could be coming very soon. So if that is another title, we could see some Hellblade on PlayStation, like coming soon, Hellblade. I wouldn't entirely be surprised. Like I said, that, and I don't know who has the marketing rights, but I would also not be surprised to see Assassin's Creed Shadows displayed potentially at this show, considering that game is just about ready to launch. Obviously Ubisoft is going to want to build some hype, and Sony will certainly want to build some hype for it if it is indeed one of those third-party publisher deals that they have, like, the marketing rights deals. So I think those are a couple of things that I potentially could see. I could be wrong on all counts, but I just hope for something at this point, because it's been so freaking quiet. We really haven't seen a whole lot. I mean, it could be some more DLC for Astrobot. I wouldn't even be surprised at some point here now that Sony comes out and announces a permanent price drop for the PlayStation VR 2, because sales have been fairly stagnant on that unit, and I think they need to do something to spur that again, to drop some hype. And
they need to drive PC compatibility, in my opinion, with that. I think if they drive that home, it will absolutely sell.
Just sucks with that little dongle. Then you gotta buy a dongle too.
I think people, it does have value. Like, from, like my son plays the Quest 2, and he says, like, he's played with people that are on, the VR 2, and they see a lot different than he does. And it's just, it's not nothing like he can't like deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, he bought it. He paid that shit, not us. You know what I mean? He bought that damn thing. And, like I told him, like, once they're able to tether it, and that's what the Quest 2 really doesn't deal with, is tethering it to his PC. He can tether something else, and that's what he's getting the comparison to right now. And I think that's important. If they can do that, I think it will sell another million at least. And drop the price a little bit. I mean, Newf, you're completely right about that. You got to drop the price. I mean, Quest 2 is comparable, and you can play Game Pass on it. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. So, you can play Halo on that
during the holiday season, but they're still trying to move consoles, and for those people, sometimes VR helps move consoles. If people want to get into the VR market, but if your VR is going to be drastically more expensive than the entry-level console to get in, like I said, it just makes the Meta Quest way more attractive to people that are, trying to get their first taste of VR. I got a Meta Quest 3. I think it's fantastic. Is it on PSVR 2 standard levels? I wouldn't say it is, at least not for games that are, really built for the hardware. But with saying that, the Meta Quest has a lot of stuff that Sony has nothing at all. Like, I mean, you got big screen VR, you got all these apps, you got the social apps, there's entertainment apps. It has way more uses than just games, which I think works really well for a device like that. It'll be interesting to see what Sony pulls out of the hat tomorrow, but only time will tell, and I'm sure we'll come back here and discuss it next week if anything, massive drops. So
we'll see. Only time will tell. Or Indiana Jones. Did we even have that date yet?
Yeah, was it April, I think, for Indiana Jones? Was it March or April?
Yeah, it doesn't mean they won't show it, though.
Yeah.
It's true. They could show that tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, they got to show games that are within a month, 2 months out, potentially. At least if they're planning for this to be a 40 to 50-minute long state of play. So that would not surprise me at all. It would be really funny if like half the show is basically games coming from Xbox, wouldn't it? It's like,
Well, we're gonna
hey,
get
it's
into that.
Xbox
You got topics to get into that, so I'm just gonna shut up.
Yeah. But speaking of PlayStation, we might as well move on to the other topic, and that is about the PlayStation Network going down for how long was it entirely? Was it a day? Was it 40? Some people
It was
say 40
close enough
hours.
to 25. I don't think it was 24 hours. It was like
I think it was like
Yeah,
over
it was like a
16 or
day.
something like that, maybe.
Better part of the
amount of
day
time.
for sure. I mean, I wasn't even on my PlayStation this weekend when it happened, so I didn't really know until it was like everybody was talking about it online. They're like, what the fuck?
Yep.
So, all said and done, this isn't the first time this has been down. And I don't want to be like, yeah, it's Sony going down, because look, Xbox has gone down too. So it happens to the best of them at the times. And does anybody know the real reasoning? Because to my understanding, Sony basically pulled the plug because there was a potential hacking incident. And I think they were trying to play it safe and kind of pull down the server potentially, before someone maybe got too far in and, maybe got some confidential information. So I don't know. Does anybody know the real statement behind it? Or
I don't think they ever even released a statement on it, to be honest. There's just a bunch of conjecture. Really?
Yeah.
on Reddit. That's about it.
I mean, a lot of times if it's just technical issues, it's usually not down for, like more than a couple of hours, they get it back.
Dude, it was Elon Musk. Come on, all right? It was Elon Musk.
It was Doge. They were getting at it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so I mean, did anybody in this panel, get real upset, pissed off because it was down, or is that a great thing that we're multi-console owners usually?
It's not gonna make me buy a PlayStation.
Yeah. No,
Didn't bother
Because
me.
what I saw from Reddit is that basically they shut it down because they got hacked again. And, then all of a sudden the story comes out that which seems weird, by the way. Like, I'm not for this, but all of a sudden the story comes out that was actually technically supposedly published like last year during the holidays, that Microsoft had a DDoS attack, and they got rid of it. Whatever, they said Azure had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
That's where I question, like, you basically were like, Azure did everything, and I'm like, is that like your AI now? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
But I'm a very hey, that doesn't sound right. So I saw that.
Problem on my side.
Well, I mean, that's the point. Like, I've had multiple cards over years on this damn thing, and I had no problem. My girl got hacked, okay, and she had to shut down one of her cards, right? But it was for Aiden, our son, and guess what? He got his entire account. They just blocked it out. And she's like, okay, like I understand that like you're getting charged, but these things didn't happen, because I mean, at the end of the day, when it gets that serious, he's going to be like, no, I didn't do that. And that's the first thing he said. He's like, I did not. I will buy things. I know that, but that is not me. Yeah. And she went through I think it was a credit card. I'm thankful. I believe it was a credit card. And she just, went at them, and they're like, okay, we're just going to, null and void. Well, Sony's like, no, your account doesn't exist, basically. Like, yeah, it exists, but yeah, you're locked out. And then she's like, okay, so I don't like something. And she's done this with Microsoft a couple times. And we're not talking about stuff that they weren't like, yes, I didn't do that. And they're like, yeah, no, we're good. And that's the customer service thing as well. And the one thing I'll tell you is that I was considering last year before the holidays to buy a PlayStation 5 for her, because she's into those type of games. She absolutely adores certain games, especially third person over the shoulder shit. And I'm not saying like a Plague's Tale Requiem, it did not held your hand, so I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that she adores those story driven games,
Right.
And that's all I was thinking about is that, you know, like maybe she would love this. And she looked at me and she's like, and I really didn't know it. Like maybe she said it to me in passing, but she was like, no, I don't want a PlayStation because they almost fucked me. And I was like, what? Like, you know, like I play on Xbox. I like where I am. There's no gears on PlayStation. I also hate the PlayStation controller. I'm sorry. I really do. I hate it so much. It's cramped my fucking hands up for my entire life, and it continues to do it. Okay. It's where the sticks are placed. I don't like it. All right. And that's just something that, you know, that's my hard line. Do not make me feel when I'm working all day and I want to play a fucking video game, I don't want to hear it. All right. Like, I don't want to deal with that shit. And that's where I stand. But I was like, you know what? I would at least try some of those games. So it is worth it to me as well. And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden, more shit starts happening. And I'm just like, well, why would I do this? And then you think about it, like you're paying for a service. And then you're paying for Game Pass with the service involved, and it's almost equal. And yeah, you get old ass fucking games that aren't up-resed or none of that shit. No FPS, nothing. And then I get all of that on Xbox. Yeah. Why? I don't like the controller. I don't like the way they fucking do their service. And I didn't even when I was in a PS2, for fuck's sake. They fucked that shit up. Okay, and they continue to fuck it up. All right, like they don't like online. All right, all I hear all the time is, oh, we don't talk. I talk to all kinds of fucking people on Xbox. All kinds. Okay, sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes I do. All right, like I don't know. Like it's just weird to me. And then she's like, no. And I'm like, well, why? Oh, well, this. Well, no shit. Well, that's actually fucked up. And then it continues to happen. That's the way I look at this shit. I look at it and I'm just like, why would I invest my money in this? I already have what I have. I enjoy what I have. I'm playing more games than ever. Why the fuck would I change it? There's no reason to.
So just reeling it in here, for anybody on this panel that played a PlayStation or tried to play it during the downtime. So what was the deal there? Like nothing would boot up at all because, like I said, I didn't fire mine up. I was actually playing on the Xbox for the most part this weekend. So did anything fire up, or if you had a disc-based game, would it fire up at all? Could you get anything to work? Can anybody straighten that out for me? Because sometimes there's an advantage. Go ahead.
See, mine worked fine if it wasn't online. So it was like disc-based stuff. But like, yeah, if I wanted to jump into like Warframe, I couldn't because that's always online.
Right.
But you know, I spent most of my time on Xbox 2 this weekend. But I checked once. I was like, oh shit, there's an outage. Fired it up, had a disc in there. I'm like, oh, okay, that boots up fine. So if I want to play that, try, you know, obviously your online service stuff doesn't work, and you know, that is what it is. But you know, a lot of this stuff, because I think I know what you're getting at, is you know, some people were posting like, oh, I can't access anything and this, that, and the other thing. Somebody was trying to pair a disk drive to a PS5 Pro while it was down. It's like, what the fuck kind of dumb shit are you trying to do? It's like, oh, look how bad Sony is. I can't pair my shit up because I'm offline. Because there's an outage, dipshit. Way to go. Way to go. You won the internet for today. Here's your fucking dumb farts. Yeah, exactly. You know, but as far as like the actual physical discs, as long as my shit was installed, which, you know, you have to install the shit anyway. It was good to go.
And it's updated, and you don't need to have a like most pretty much any EA or Ubisoft game usually have to have that log into servers kind of thing, right?
Right. But yeah, well, no, because even with because I don't have it, but I saw people putting up Outlaws. They were firing it up and playing it fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Being offline, you just couldn't log into the server. So it's just like with any other of those server-based ones. Is if you got the physical disc, you know, it just won't let you into the server. So
with my Xbox, I don't have to worry about that. We've had outages before, or I've had a power outage at my house, internet outage at my house before. Stupid Comcast at the time, and as long as that's my home console, I can play whatever is on my Xbox.
See, that's the thing. I've dealt with Xbox. I've had the opposite on my Xbox. When I've had internet outages, I couldn't access anything. Like
really?
I couldn't. Yeah, even if because all the games. Well, no, I shouldn't say that because I got some shit I'm running on Game Pass. But shit like Master Chief Collection, I own that. Couldn't fire that up. Halo Infinite, I had the disc for that. Couldn't fire that up. I think I had what was I ended up playing like some backwards compat shit because that was fine and it was already installed. But yeah, a lot of the Xbox One, a lot of the Xbox One and Series shit, you can't play. It just blocks you out.
Master Chief Collection. Well, yeah, there were some games I couldn't play online.
Right,
but there was some games, I couldn't do it without an online feature. But then there were games that they had that I could play from the Master Chief Collection. It's a tit for tat. It depends on the genre, the time the game was out,
exactly,
and the iteration. Like Gears of War, I could play that offline. The whole story.
Oh yeah, the whole storyline. Yeah. Again, as long as it's installed. But yeah, like certain shit I couldn't access even if it was installed. Like I said, Halo Infinite was because I remember I had an internet outage, or I think there was some kind of outage right after I got Infinite and couldn't play it, and I was pissed as all hell because it was like, fuck, I'm in the middle of playing this game, god damn it.
But I remember being able to play Halo 5 Guardians. No,
why would you do that to yourself? Why would you do that to yourself?
You spoiled yourself.
You also like being flogged too, then, don't you?
Oh my god!
I mean, that's the equivalent of playing Halo 5.
Nobody says as long as I live, Halo 5
playing remasters all the fucking time.
Multiplayer.
Halo 5 is such trash.
Man, the story wasn't all that great, but the multiplayer was absolutely fire, dude.
X-Men, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'd have rather played Halo 4 multiplayer.
Ooh, that was not that bad. Or I'm gonna die on that hill.
Halo 4 was worse than Halo 5 as far as multiplayer.
Yeah, that was definitely worse.
That's from the Halo.
I did not enjoy any of Halo 5's multiplayer.
You got Warzone. You got so many other things.
I played Halo 5 with Randall Thor, by the way. So
it's Halo 5.
He taught me a lot of shit that I didn't know, especially about Warzone. Yeah. Hey, dude, he's like, get in this fucking tank, bitch. And I was like, okay,
see my problem.
He's like, you Gears, you could do this to me too.
See, my problem with 5 is my problem with Halo 5 multiplayer is
rank up so I can, the next level. You've ranked up to get your level 4 attachment. Go to the shop. You're like, oh man, I'm getting a tank with a rocket launcher. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what Battlefield needs to start doing. Figure that shit out again. They used to be fucking freaking Battlefield 3 was really fucking good, dude.
We talk about that, lad. Battlefield 4 to me is the greatest. I don't care what nobody says. Screw you guys.
Comparable. Like they didn't forget where they were at. So yeah. No, we're getting off topic. Way bad. Sorry.
Yeah. I could bitch about Halo 5 for hours.
You've been quiet on everything down there, W1ck3d HaWT. Just taking it all in. Is this a win for Nintendo and their SD card cartridge-based format?
What was the? I know we just the train's off the track. What's the question again?
Just kind of experiences that people had during the weekend. It was complicated. It was easy.
Okay, I got you. I'm right back with it. So basically, I didn't even know because I was just so busy at work. I came home that Friday, and I look in one of my Discords, and my buddy's just in there alone, and I'm like, what the fuck's he doing? So I hop in. I'm like, hey, what's up, buddy? Like, what are you doing? He's like pretty casual, and he's like trying to boot up Marvel Rivals because that's what we usually play. And he's like, dude, every time I click to go like into the game, it just keeps giving me this error. I was like, well, that is because there is an outage, and you are not going to get into that game, brother. So he's like, oh, what the fuck? And then once he got that, he was like, okay, well, I don't really have too many other games to play. So, and I didn't even play anything else on that because I was on my PC. So I just went right to like Battlefield on my PC. So I just did that. I didn't even try anything else, unfortunately.
Anybody else? Any more further thoughts on the Soul outage? I mean, the fact that, is compensation good enough here? Sony is going to give 5 extra days. I mean, I don't know. I guess if you're down for essentially 24 hours to 48
extra days.
No.
What?
I think a $10 gift card is more equivalent.
I think it's whack because like it's just like why I don't know. Why are you gonna get 5 days? Like how do you know you're getting the 5 days? You know what I'm saying? If you're on a reoccurring bill cycle, when does your 5 days come? Like do you move your reoccurring bill cycle, or do you have to be on a monthly subscription where it's just like you pay for the month, you cancel the reoccurring bill, and then you get your 5 extra days, then you resubscribe for the year? Like that's like what is it?
That for me is a kick in the ass because I pay yearly.
Exactly, dude. So it's like, when did your 5 days come? And by the time it does come, how do you know you actually got it? Like,
Smoke and mirrors.
I'll check my billing cycle next year and I'll let you know. We'll revisit this next year. It's like, it was 5 days.
You're still waiting for the one they promised you 6 months ago.
I'm telling you, you just don't know. You just forget about it.
Give me a
like, oh yeah, it's in there. Like you trust them. It's like, don't trust them. Do not.
Well, my thought is, like I said, 24 hours, 40 hours, whatever it is. I mean, especially if it's 20 hours, like the guys are saying in the chat, man, like it's not the fucking end of the world. Like go find something else to do with your time, or play a different console, or get out of the fucking house and grab some fresh air or something, or go tickle your wife's fat.
Or go to fucking work.
Valentine's Day is coming.
It's inconvenient, but it's not the fucking first time shit's happened. I mean, it could be a lot worse. It could be like one of those poor fucking saps in North Carolina somewhere after the hurricane, or you could be like the fucking people out in Los Angeles, their house is fucking burned down. So, put shit in perspective, and it definitely, like, we got these are like first world problems. This is like, you know what I mean? When you put stuff in perspective, it's not the fucking end of the world. Sony going to give you a few extra days for it, so it's all cool in my books. Should it happen? Probably no. But does it happen? Absolutely. Does it happen to all of them? Absolutely. No, none of these companies are impervious to DDoS attacks or hacker attacks or whatever. So the main thing is, like I said, at least it's not as bad as that time when it crashed for what was it, like over a week during that Christmas back in 2011 or something?
Oh, that was almost
like
more.
That was a few months.
That was
especially at Christmas.
They killed SOCOM. They killed SOCOM. That, in my belief, it killed SOCOM.
They did it. They did to kill SOCOM.
No. It killed SOCOM. It really did.
Yeah.
SOCOM was a multiplayer game. People look forward to that shit. Trust me.
3 weeks with no it. That would drive me crazy.
When a SOCOM, the new SOCOM came out, that's what happened. Like that's where I get aggravated with them. Like, he didn't even give it a chance, and now it's been fucking 10 years. What the hell?
Yeah, Sony right now for the large ball, a lot of these companies are, but Sony's a little bit tone deaf right now. Like, we keep asking for certain franchises and they don't fucking bring them back. It's like, bring back SOCOM. That would sell a hell of a lot better, I can guarantee you, day one than that Concord will, and you spent $300 million.
I bet it would sell. It would sell as good as Helldivers right now. I almost, you release it just on PC. You don't have to give it to Xbox. You might get me to be like, you know what? I need some SOCOM back in my life, man. It's been a long time.
Hell yeah.
And you just, you don't do it. And supposedly they were developing it. Like I understand gas game, but that's a actual gas game. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Twisted Metal could be a gas game. That's where I get that from.
Screaming for Twisted Metal forever, man.
I would have bought
that show was really good, and it got me. I was like, oh man, I miss this shit, and I love fucking goddamn the clown, man. Oh my god,
Richie's right. Richie's right. Those names have weight to them. So when you see them, bro.
No, I like Spencer with the spy car. I like Spencer.
All we got now is twisted nipples. That's it.
Damn.
And hell, they ain't even giving us that.
I must have downloaded the wrong movie off LimeWire again.
It's your first problem. LimeWire. Not only did you get the wrong movie, but you gave your computer gonosyphilis.
That's right, dude. Sorry, Mom.
I'm dead serious. I killed it. I killed it with LimeWire. Absolutely.
Oh, God, dude, I murdered my computers.
Moving right into, I guess, the next topic to get away from this is not too much to say with the PlayStation Network being down. It is what it is, or compensate with 5 days. Perry, let's go with you about this one. Elon Musk just recently come out and said that gaming journalism is basically dead. It's a joke. Would you kind of agree with this sentiment? I mean, we're not game journalists, obviously, but most of us spend a lot of time around the business doing podcasts and reacting to a lot of the articles and news that game journalists put out there. We've definitely seen our more fair share of bias over the years, and it's been very apparent. So I think that's where he's heading as well. That there's a lot of biases in the media right now. There's a lot of false information. There's a lot of narratives that go around, and it's not what it used to be. So Perry, I want to start with you on that, man. How do you feel about gaming journalism in general right now?
The minute they stopped giving scores like 10 years ago because they didn't want to hurt people's feelings and stuff, and they didn't want to offend the companies, I mean, that's when it really died. Like you said, there's too much bias. Like during the whole Xbox thing, we're going to give Xbox this score or that score. And they didn't even have Xbox One X's in the friggin' offices at IGN. They had PlayStation 4 Pros, but they didn't have Xbox One X's. It's like, how are you scoring this game? You're not even playing on the highest console. So whatever, man. It's just game journalism. It's a bunch of freaking bloggers that sit on their computer and type their opinions. That's all it's ever been in the last 10 years, in my opinion.
So which sources do you trust then right now?
I trust me. I play the game, and if it's good, it's good. If it sucks, oh well.
Absolutely.
Basically, I'll look on like YouTube for like real people, not like affiliated with anybody, and I'll watch that if I have to watch a review or anything like that. I mean, it's the only thing you could do. Just type it in on YouTube and see what you find.
You know, because a lot of times, I mean, we're YouTubers, right? And a lot of times right now we take a lot of, opinions and things that we see at face value from the YouTube community. But at the same time, a lot of the YouTube community now, they're at a point where they've got a massive following and they get all this free shit given to them. So like, can you take their opinions now at face value? Because like I said, I get nothing from nobody, right? Other than people swearing at me kind of deal. Those are always free.
Fuck you, no, fuck you.
Yeah, but I got no free consoles or free games or fucking shit coming at me left, right, and center. So, like, I mean, if I'm going to give you an opinion on a game, you damn well know it's going to be my honest opinion. That's how it's been. Right. That's how it's going to stay.
You know what I always say, Newf? I like the game and I'm having fun.
That's all that matters.
If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. That's all I've ever said my whole life. I'll tell you about it, but that's all I ever say.
My just thought is I always try to align myself with people that have similar tastes, I guess you could say.
But my taste fucked up then. I don't know why you be asking me for shit.
You're tasting too much ass, bro.
Crispy likes Gears and I love Gears. So if Crispy plays a Gears game and goes, yeah, this shit's not very good, I'm probably going to be like, God damn, it can't be very fucking good. You know what I mean?
Crispy, stop being like, what the fuck?
My loyalty is to Gears.
You got it's got to respect the opinion when you're that.
No, your loyalty is the multiplayer, my friend. Anything multiplayer, you will play.
I mean, that's
believe it or not, Crispy doesn't actually like Gears. If you can tell by his picture, he's just not a Gears fan. Believe it or not.
No, not at all.
Hard sell. No,
oh, he's a bomber man.
It's
love it. It's great.
What is that? Yeah, Super Bomber Man.
I mean, you should always make up your own opinion, but at the same time, like, money is hard to come by. Time is hard to come by. You know what I mean? So, like sometimes you have to make sort of an educated opinion before you go drop a lot of money. So that is to watch videos or watch a pre-review or watch something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, just get a gist of it.
We're not privy to having demos for all these games. Now, I guess one good advantage is
it was betas, like they called them alphas, betas.
If games drop on Game Pass, it definitely alleviates a lot of well, should I try this game or not? Because no harm, no foul. If you got Game Pass, you play the game, you download it, you don't like it, Bob's your uncle, delete it, whatever, move on, right? Yep. So I mean, that's one still huge advantage of Game Pass. But again, we're not seeing all the games coming to Game Pass. So when it comes to something like a game that recently scored fairly well but hasn't sold very well, Dragons Age The Veilguard, that's where you start looking like, do I buy this because I like the old games, or do I get the new game? And then you see the media shit around it. So, it's always tricky sometimes.
I think you gotta make your own. You kind of got to make your own decision, really, at this point, because you got a lot of companies that just you feel like they sold out, so you can't really take their opinion going forward too much. You take it with a grain of salt. I like Perry said, dude. I type it in on YouTube. Maybe I find some normal ass people like us that are just doing gameplay or just kind of briefly talking about it. There's sometimes, like, if it's a Nintendo game, I like to go to Nintendo Life just because they're Nintendo heads and I want to see how they feel, and then I'll go to someone else, or I'll see a before you buy. Maybe I'll get 15 things to know before you buy the game, stuff like that. But sometimes I can be a sucker of wanting the game regardless of what everyone else is saying, just based off like, oh, the mechanics look cool, or like you said, the Dragon Age fans, they probably like, oh, I want, it's BioWare. Whoever makes it, it's like maybe I like the mechanics of the old games, so maybe I'll like this minus the story, or things like that.
Yeah,
Look
Proto, what do you think of journalism these days?
Capcom collection
you like?
Come on.
What's up?
And a lot of people wouldn't buy that, but we did because we liked the game.
Yeah,
care what people said.
I didn't hear what Newf said.
Right?
Yeah,
I was asking Proto.
Get out.
Quiet. We haven't given them the floor. So Proto, what's your take on the journalism scene?
I pushed the wrong button again. God damn it!
Fucking X-Man over here just pressing buttons.
I know, dude.
My
liquid, brother. You're making me look.
He's over here. Sir X-Man's down in the fucking corner, just going to town on the adaptive controller for Xbox.
Yep. Just my thoughts on this whole gaming journalism thing, though.
I'm trying to drink this hot toddy with lemon.
Dude, he's fucking podcasting.
He's the inception of podcasting.
and I got extra Jack Daniels.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ, dude.
But
anyway,
anyway.
Let me be. I'll get healed my own way. You don't mock me for it.
Hey, ain't nobody mocking you. Jack Daniels is good for what else.
That's for shit. I know.
Oh my goodness, dude.
But anyway, gaming journalism, fake news.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck are these two guys on?
I think they've been kicking back more than fucking whiskey. I think it's more like
dude, Granddad's on coffee. You want to switch them so they can be next to each other?
I've been on that.
The boys are supposed to take a pill this evening and end up with suppositories.
Crispy's on the sadness withdrawal, and I'm on the sickness withdrawal. That's what I'm in. We both got problems.
Oh my goodness. Proto, take it away.
Proto, take it away.
Yeah. I already said it. It's just fake news. I don't trust them bastards, not anymore, man. Not since like the days of early print magazines that I used to subscribe to, like shit like EGM and stuff.
G4.
Early G4. Don't talk to me about that fucking rebooted bullshit.
Playground.
A rebooted.
Oh yeah. There you go. The good stuff. But yeah, like it. They're all just bought and paid for now anyway. I just, I find shit that interests me. Like Perry said, I find shit that interests me, and if I like it, I like it. I mean, there are games that I own and enjoy that have been trashed critically, and it's just like, just because you don't like it doesn't mean anybody else ain't gonna like it. Go fuck yourself, right?
Spend your money how you want.
That's right. My money, and that's how I choose to speak with, with my money.
Whether I buy Avowed or I buy
the sad part about it, this goes for not just gaming journalism, but it's a lot of things out there. It's when people are paying your bills, it's very hard to bite the hand that feeds you, as the old saying goes. And a lot of these gaming publications, they can change from week to week based on who's spending them the kind of money to, advertise or promote or preview their games and their wares. And we're all human. We're all privy to being a little easier on companies that obviously give us free trials or demos or games or giveaways. You know what I mean? It's nature of the beast. So, but I mean, sometimes, like I said, you just catch them red-handed too. It's almost like a smear job. And like I said, I think you guys shared the article with me in the private chat about how some of these YouTube influencers have been sort of paid off to give a PlayStation smear campaign.
Oh yeah.
You get your marching orders from up high, right? Just make the other one look, make your company look good. It's bogus as hell, man. There's no integrity in it anymore, and it's not even. And you mentioned, us being on YouTube and YouTubers and shit like that. It's like you can't even trust that anymore. I mean, because even if these guys, like some guys will come right out and say, "Hey, this is sponsored," and okay, once you hear that, it's like, all right, well, I know this isn't going to be an unbiased opinion. But then you get some guys out there try and sell themselves, hey, I'm unbiased, I'm not sponsored, this and that. And then you see shit like that, like we saw in that article you just mentioned. It's like, oh, so you're getting your marching orders, but you're selling yourself as somebody genuine. Okay, you can take your opinion and go shove it up your ass at this point.
Yeah, because they'll get blacklisted.
It's bogus as hell. And the fact that
Tony blacklist
and the fact that that's even looked at as okay, and like these people's audiences aren't like going back against, pushing back against them, saying, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" I thought you were like, and of course, like you said, everybody's going to be easy. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, blah, 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 blah. And I get all that. But these guys aren't going out and saying like, hey, I'm, getting my marching orders from this, so you should expect this, right? You got guys who present themselves, well, I'm more of a XYZ centric type of gamer. So this is where my opinion lies, and you find out later, no, you're full of shit. You're getting your marching orders from up on high. That's just bogus to me.
This just cracks me up. The guys that say, I have no commercials while my videos are on. You won't see any commercials interrupt you while you're watching my show. But then they got like a 20, 30-minute commercial in between their show of their sponsors. I'm like, what the fuck?
Let's not do the commercial. Let's just take a break and then talk for the 15 minutes about the product.
Right. I know. I'm like, I hate when they do that.
At least you can skip past that shit. That's what I normally do.
Can I just say this? Like, real journalism, like actual journalism, has been dead for a long time. And that includes all aspects of life at this point.
Yep.
They are bought and paid for. I think we all understand that. Whoever pushes the narrative the most and is the most acceptable in the journalist's eyes as well, their eyes, not ours, that they will push that narrative until no end. And then we will look at it and we will analyze. Well, I think in America, because I know Newf's not from America. Okay, we said we've had enough. Okay, and I think the point that Elon is trying to make is that the hogwash or the swamp has invaded so many things, including, I mean, the dude does play games. Like, people have debated this, whatever. Like, he didn't play Diablo 4, he did, whatever. He does play games, okay? And what he's looking at is saying, look, there are games that are really good that you guys treat like shit. And then they still become good. And they still oversell everybody else. Yet you gave it a 60-something Look at Sea of Thieves. Oh, isn't that magical?
Hey, Chris,
let's be honest, dude.
Real quick, Elon just get mad because he got busted cheating. That's why he's bringing this up.
See, you think that, and I say, okay, so all these other people think the exact opposite.
Oh, people cheat all day.
And then me sitting there like, all right, like I
don't even play that damn game.
I understand what you're saying, Sir X. I understand what that okay, well, what's the whole crux of the situation? Number one, freedom of speech. And understanding that we are all capable of saying what the fuck we want to say. And luckily in this country, I'm sorry, Newf, I'm not trying to be a dick, but luckily in this country, we still have that ability. And I think there are times where we look at the media. I mean, the Xbox tax is real, and you're about to find out why it's real. But that's where I say, okay, it's okay that you don't like the console, but are we being tribalistic? Like, like I'm a Chiefs fan and you're an Eagles fan? That's different in my eyes. It is. Okay. I have grown up with this team, number one. Yes, I started loving it from a fucking video game, but it has continued to be heartbreak after heartbreak. And then you're gonna
Bears. I know how you feel.
See, you gotta do this to me, huh, Sir X? You are fucking looking at me.
X and I are Bears fans.
And I get asked all the time now because of fucking Taylor Swift. Okay?
Chris, we got a
when did you jump on the bandwagon? And I'm wearing an Eric Berry jersey from like fucking 15 years ago, motherfucker.
Oh God, dude.
At work, okay? And I say, look at the fucking name and look at the condition of the jersey, because I'm not going to wear my brand new jersey to work.
No.
And then they go and say, oh, shit, yeah, well, who's that? You talking about the Chiefs? You don't know who the fuck Eric Berry is? Are you kidding me? Probably the greatest safety that has ever played for the fucking team, that went through cancer and came back and absolutely had 2 fucking killer years. Who the fuck you talking about? And then he went to the Falcons but never played for them. And he's
Gary
still
was the greatest safety.
Like, what the fuck? But that's where I say, look, gaming ain't that, bro. Gaming's not that. You haven't. I was a Blockbuster kid. I played wherever the fuck I felt like. Okay.
Hollywood video.
Now, see, that's where I got to stop you, Crispy, man. Gaming is totally tribalistic, and it has been since the early days, dude.
Kids, why is it tribalistic, though?
Well, because if you think about it, back in the old days, Sega and Super NES, man, you got kids getting into fist fights over that shit.
We're talking about like sports fandom. Like I had the NES. I had
I get that.
I had the Genesis. I had all of that. I had the Saturn, which is where I left.
I still have 2 Saturns. I mean,
I'm not taking away from what they fucking did. But when you live 95 from a fucking blockbuster, guess what? You look at games a lot different. And like I've said 100 times, I'm a Gears fan, bro. Like, it's the Chiefs, Gears, and then the Celtics after that. You want fandom. That's what it is. You want to say, oh, Gears is only on Xbox. I don't give a fuck. I want more Gears. Okay? Yeah. That's all I care about. I don't care if it goes to fucking PlayStation. I don't. And that's the problem.
You may not.
Don't understand.
You may not. I get that. I mean, any normal person isn't going to give a shit. Right? Any normal person.
No. We're not going to go. No. Normal. I mean, people. Oh, Eagles. Oh, they fucking tear down their whole fucking city, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's great. Yeah, let's go. Let's tear down the fucking city." No. That's not. I don't think that's. I don't want Xbox to tear down. I don't want Xbox to be canceling games when they could release them on other platforms and keep those fucking games so I can have them in fucking Game Pass. That's the problem I have with people right now, because they're being disrespectful to the fucking vision of what they're fucking doing. And it causes a lot of crux in the fucking community. But I sit there and I laugh and I say, they don't give a fuck about any of us. But I'll tell you right now, I got Game Pass and nobody else fucking does. Unless you're on PC or you're on a mobile phone. Oh, wait, it keeps going. Oh, you could have your PlayStation under your fucking brand new Samsung TV and you can go and play fucking Game Pass. And everybody's like, sales. And I'm like, that doesn't mean that they're not subscribing. Hello, world. How are we today? Like, let's be honest here. This shit is getting ridiculous, and to the point where I have so many fucking receipts on fucking assholes that keep fucking talking about it. Like,
let it out, brother. Let it out.
They already told you they're doing this. You already have Doom the Dark Ages, probably nominee for Game of the fucking Year. Right there. And they told you they're doing it. Stop fucking crying like a little bitch and fucking grow the fuck up. Okay? It's happening. Sorry.
Professor X, man. Can't even point it down.
This Charlie Brown principle.
But
all that being said, and you make a lot of damn good points. But all that being said, it still doesn't stop. You still got the two sides still doing it, man. It may not be it may not be as extreme as sports, but there is definitely it's you got tribalism in everything, dude. That's the way it is.
A couple bad eggs. I feel that though. I think you guys are making two very good points. There's always a couple. It's like in a town. There's always a couple bad streets in the town.
Yeah, I've been in the industry for so long. I just stopped giving a shit.
Well, I stopped giving a shit way back in the day. I just played what I wanted to play and didn't care and laughed at all the assholes. Super Nintendo is better. No, Sega's better. Was I upset when fucking Sega called it quits on Dreamcast?
I went off, and I apologize, Newf, but I went off because I am sick and tired of it. I really am. Like, look, it's happening. Okay, you like it or not? Fucking sell your Xbox. Don't fucking smash it. Like, that shit's stupid. Sell your Xbox to GameStop or whatever the fuck you're gonna do. Okay, and go and pay for those fucking games that I get in my service. Pay fucking full price. Now, the full price can vary, but guess what? You're paying full price. And we're talking about old games as well, some of them.
They'll never get their digital games the only back, one that's why it's dumb.
It doesn't make any sense. Game Pass is the fucking exclusive, guys. Game Pass is the fucking exclusive, dude.
Fucking big bitch.
No, Chrissy's right. It's the best value in gaming, dude. It really is.
What's the next topic?
That's it. Power your dreams. You just gotta put some beer in it. There you go.
Why the fuck not put some beer in it? Let's go.
and then going back to what you said earlier, Crispy, just to verify, not only do I have Game Pass on my PC, I do have it on my console as well. So I know what you're talking about, man. I see this idiot shit too, and I think it's dumb as hell. I really do. That's why I clown on these fuckers all the time when I see it.
I do. Like, look, I've complained about what Xbox has done, but the point is like you keep fucking like, dude, I have so many fucking receipts on 3 people, okay, that keep acting like they love Xbox and keep trying to justify their fucking situation, yet keep crying about Xbox over and over again over the same bullshit. And that shit fucking drives me absolutely fucking nuts.
I see this shit all the time, dude. It's fucking ridiculous. And that's the thing. It's like, these guys out there, they're like, claim you like one thing and then you're going to cry about it all the time. It's like, then why bother? Why waste your time and your breath? What are you getting out of it? You know what I mean? Do you think all of a sudden fucking Philly Spencer is going to come down and rub your butt and tell you it's going to be okay? No, he get your fucking money. Who gives a shit?
Damn sure.
Get over it. I feel like these people, like you guys say, like the people with the 3 receipts and how they're just like sucking on the ass of Xbox. I feel like it's like that song they just play "Linger" by Cranberry.
Hey,
Talking about Phil Spencer the whole time.
hey,
Like,
I just noticed the paint on my wall is dry now. You guys done?
Are your clothes out of style too?
Damn, X.
Rest in peace, Dolores. Rest in peace.
I know. That song came on the radio, and I was like, "This sounds like a bunch of people I see on fucking Twitter/X all the time."
Did y'all let King trash in here?
Let's
now
see,
see, we're not dropping names.
Yeah. I'm right here. I don't know.
I
don't know.
God damn.
Anywho, gaming
Man.
journalism is trash.
I acknowledge you, Cougar Man. I acknowledge you.
Yeah, there's
total ass. I'm so sorry.
Leave it up to me to start trouble. Leave it up to me to start trouble.
All right, let's get this train back.
Oh,
on
you
the
know, yeah.
rails.
I mean, we've talked on the phone, so he knows how to fucking get me going.
Can I have some more Jack Daniels, please? No ice. Just
Baba
like
Baba
just
wants
a-
a biddy.
All right,
I
no, Newf, come in.
Just bring me a triple shot. I'll be all right.
I
I'm
can't
having
wait till-
fun. I haven't had alcohol in a long time. Let me be.
The other topic that I wanted to talk about tonight was obviously there's a big Xbox game dropping here very, very soon. It is called Avowed. For those of you who are not in the loop, it's a big game from a pretty big company of Obsidian. The question is, can Avowed deliver? We're soon going to find out. Obviously, some of the big Xbox YouTubers have been privy to getting preview copies earlier. They should have reviews coming soon. But the question is, can Avowed live up to sort of the hype? I mean, where is the hype? Because I feel like people sort of got hype, but then it kind of died, and then it kind of came back again. And now the game is apparently going to run 60 frames on the Series X, which is fantastic. That's a big boost. They were trying to, convince us at first that it was not going to run, and that was a developer choice. But we kind of saw through that load of shit. And they're going to make it run as good as it can. Obviously 60 on the Series X, which is good. I think the majority of us in this room probably have a Series X, so that's a bonus. But I mean, how do we feel about Avowed at this point in time? And can it sort of live up to the hype to a certain degree? Can it help, Game Pass sales? And most importantly, can it avoid sort of the social media stigma and the same stuff that kind of killed Dragons Age The Veilguard sales could potentially stagger this game out of the box, and that is a lot of the sort of wokeness that is going around parts of the game. One of the lead developer guys kind of said a bunch of stupid shit. So, how do you guys feel? Where's everybody at right this? And let's we'll start obviously with Perry. We'll work our way down on the screens of Perry, Proto, Crispy, Hot, and Sir X-Man. So Perry, where are you at on Avowed right now? And do you have does anybody here have a preview copy by any chance? Probably not.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I just might. There's a possibility.
Okay. Perry, how do you feel about it so far? I mean, what's your take? I mean, we might see a little bit more of that soon, hopefully, since it is coming out very, very soon.
Yeah, I'm glad they added the 60 frames on the console because I was going to play it on PC, and I'm like, I really don't want to do it on PC, but now I can check it out on the console. It'll be good. I don't know, man. They're not really promoting it that well. They've already moved on to the next game. What was that? The Midnight game, South of Midnight?
Yeah.
I think that's a bigger issue that they're not really promoting it as much, and it's coming out this week. They've already moved on to the next game, so it's like
no, that's just a preview. That's not the full. Like, you're gonna get like full on like game reviews right before the game comes out, and we're talking 2 weeks. So they've had 2 weeks to have it.
Avowed comes out in 6 days.
No, he's talking about
I'm talking about Avowed, but South of Midnight is just a preview.
I think the graphics are starting to look really good on Avowed. It looks pretty interesting from the footage I've seen.
Yeah, I've been wanting to play Avowed for a couple of years.
Yeah, that's
you're gonna get that at the end of the week. You're gonna get
all
all.
South of
It's gonna be a
Midnight.
deluge. It's gonna be too
South
much.
of Midnight we get on March 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying they haven't really done anything to promote Avowed. That's the whole thing. It's like it seems like they've already moved on to South of Midnight. Like, hey, Avowed's coming out this week, but let's look at South of Midnight now. It's like, okay, well,
that's that
does that do for
developer. No, I'm not trying to cut you real quick. I'm not trying to cut you
all right.
off. That developer that's making Avowed, it has a history of making great games. So there's really nothing to say. They're making an RPG. People gonna play it.
Yep.
Because that developer has that type of pedigree. So that's why nobody's sweating it. Okay, I just wanted to say that. My new shots here. Let's go.
Just a question. Confirm if I'm wrong, but isn't this a co-op game as well? Or am I wrong on that?
It's not co-op.
No, it's not.
Single player.
I watched a video today. I think I posted it.
I wasn't quite 100% sure. I thought someone at one point that was co-op, but that's all good.
I saw that video too. That video was sick.
Yeah, dude, it's literally
we can't talk about it.
Yep. It's
A
like
good friend, Fun Speculation. We've seen ads all over the place. If you haven't been following Aaron Greenberg, they certainly have fair share of billboards up. So it is out there. But, we don't see a whole lot of old-fashioned commercials anymore, do we?
No, really don't.
No, not creative ones. I think
like,
I feel like the
you guys watched
creativity
the
is
Super Bowl. Was there any Xbox stuff, Game Pass, or anything otherwise at the Super
There
Bowl?
was no gaming commercials.
I didn't really see anything.
You
Nothing really made me
missed
laugh.
an opportunity, by the way, with that for advertising because it's in New Orleans.
Oh, that would have been so
South of Midnight.
Yeah.
Hello, world. Xbox, get your fucking shit together. Understand that the way they presented everything, that was worthy of a $10 million 30-second ad about South of Midnight. I'm telling you, perfect opportunity.
Yeah,
They
that
missed
would have been
completely,
big.
and that's what pisses me off about them. Now, that's not to say that Avowed hasn't been advertised in London and Germany and all these other things that I've seen on X. I'm not saying that everybody has to believe everything, but it keeps coming up. So I keep seeing it. The one thing I'll say is that Newf, you're on the point. Like, a lot of people are pissed off about the wokeness. I haven't heard anything, and I'm going to leave it at that. I haven't heard anything about that. What I've heard about is mechanics. I've heard about playability. I've heard about things that they expect from the city and title that do well, and if not expand on like an Outer Worlds-esque feeling like you're maybe in like a Skyrim type thing. Like, it's the excitement level for this game got me to pay the $22, even though I'm part of Game Pass. Okay. Because I wanted to play it early, and it's third person. You can play through first or third person if you want, whichever one. I've heard both. Okay. I'm one of those people that I go back and forth. All right. It's like Fallout. I wish every game, I'm going to tell you right now, the one thing I loved about PUBG is that was an option. Okay. And I loved it because at certain times I felt like, hey, I need to be in first person. Certain times I felt like, hey, I can be in third person. I can see the realm because I've told many people many, many times I'm blind in my right eye. So I'm looking all with my left eye. Okay. And that's the way I play games. And it's just, that is such an option that I think should be a huge part. I mean, for me, it's more important than FPS. But then you add the FPS on top of it. So it got delayed technically. And you get a 30, 40, and 60 option. That's not a bad thing. And that's on console. Is that a bad thing? No. We want more of this, okay? And that's what I wish Xbox would listen to the fucking people. Give us that option. Maybe Obsidian's the only one that's like, oh, we could do this. We could figure it out. we got you. And then all of a sudden it looks more polished, like way more polished than it did before. You understand what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. Like, let's continue this momentum. Okay. And I feel like because they've given this game out, and I know people that have played 60 hours of it are just sitting there like, I just want to play it more. So there's something else there. I've heard differentiating things, but at the end of the day, there's something there that people are really loving it, that are playing it. And these are people that have been very critical of especially like Redfall and stuff like that. Okay. And been like, I don't know. Like, I like it, but it's not going to hit the masses. And that's where I say, like, it's Obsidian, man. It's Obsidian. Come on. I know you
can play it on all consoles and PC.
You got people that says stupid shit. That doesn't mean it's the whole collective. That the people that are actually working on that.
So finish it off. Perry, are you well?
Those two people are speaking for that. You know what I'm saying?
Perry's like speechless now. I lost my train of thought. The train is derailed. Well, that's Perry's impression of Avowed. He's wiping his hands of it.
I'm gonna play with him. I've been waiting for that game.
Yeah. Proto, how about yourself, man? Where's your take on Avowed?
It looks good. I'll definitely add it to the list of stuff I'll eventually try. You know, I'm not gonna clamor to get it day one. I mean, it does look good. You know, and the fact that they got it 60 frames per second on console, that's a good thing. You know, as far as the woke stuff you mentioned outside of the dev sticking his foot in his mouth, but what fucking dev doesn't do that anymore these days? I didn't really see anything as in regards to the game, but yeah, I mean, it looks good, man.
So what you're saying, Proto, is basically just ignore all the bullshit that goes around games coming out these days, because it seems like every single game that comes out always has some sort of weird shit that follows. And like you said, if you're not elected to speak for the game, or you're not a PR person, maybe you should just keep your pie hole shut, right?
Yeah, basically, because it's anymore. These devs just run at the mouth, and it's just this fucking word diarrhea that comes out, and it's like just shut up. Just shut your mouth. Let your game do the talking. Talk about your game. I don't give a fuck about what you think about world events. It doesn't fucking matter. You're making a fucking game.
Yeah, it's the publishers must cringe every time they see this stuff on social media. It's like, oh,
yeah, as far as stuff around the game goes, I haven't heard anything like that. It's just more devs doing dev things anymore these days. All of a sudden, but
kind of reminds me of the current Anthony Mackie situation. You guys have been following that, but he kind of like he was talking about the Captain America movie, and then he said how like basically Captain America doesn't represent America, and he was going on some fucking tangent, and everybody's like ripping in a new asshole.
It's funny though, because Chris Evans said that shit years ago too, said almost verbatim, and we didn't bust Chris Evans' balls, but being that Anthony Mackie says it,
I like Anthony Mackie.
Oh, I love him. I think he's great. I think he's going to be a great Captain America. You know?
Oh, dude, it's going to be a good movie.
Brave New World's going to kick so much ass. It's like right up my alley. But anyway, it's like, you bust Anthony Mackie's balls, but you didn't bust Chris Evans' balls, you know, a decade or so ago, because he said basically the same shit.
I want to watch the Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolts looks awesome too.
That's what I want to watch more than Captain America.
I mean, I'm a big Captain America fan anyway, so I'm definitely like I'm all on board for Brave New World. But man, fucking David Harbour as a Red Guardian is just fucking incredible. Anyway,
I know, right? That's funny.
I'm super excited for those two, and I haven't been excited for Marvel movies.
Did you see If season 3? What if season 3?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where. Oh my God, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, but no, Avowed looks good. I'll play it eventually. But yeah, it's as far as the advertising goes around it.
Last night, Terrifier 3. That shit was awesome.
Oh, I got to see that one yet. I haven't seen it yet.
What? What?
Terrifier 3.
Was fucking
I've seen
incredible.
1 and 2, and they were just fucking brutal.
Wow.
You've never seen a Terrifier movie, you're missing out. If you like
Oh
gory
God,
shit,
yeah.
if you like twisted humor and gory shit, those are the movies for you.
Oh
What
yeah.
is it on?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me.
You
What
can
is-
watch the first 2 movies for free on the Roku channel.
Yeah, but
And
it's just,
I
hell,
don't have Roku.
Hell, I think I saw the first 2 of I saw the first 2 movies on Tubi.
We
So-
all got Tubi. That's how we
Where the
started.
fuck-
Everybody got Tubi. It's free.
talking about Terrifier.
Sorry, getting off topic here, but yeah.
Yeah. Avowed. Yeah.
It wasn't
Good
my
stuff.
fault.
Man, you're over there drinking whiskey. It's all your fault.
Come back around, Sir X Man. Where are you at on Avowed, sir? Is that like
His
the day
whiskey's
one
entering
plan or what?
whiskey
It's
territory.
interesting. It's interesting to me. It's those kind of games.
Why does your
I
mic
get
sound like you're in a
into.
fish tank all the time?
What are you doing
Oh.
over there?
No,
You're blanket over your face.
I had my
That's
mic
better.
set. I had my mic down below my chin.
I was
So.
gonna say, like, fuck, it sounds like you're coming from a fucking fish tank. I think
Chinny,
you should
chinny.
change
All right.
the
Here's
It's
the
building
mic.
ambience.
It is you is or is
That's
you
much
ain't
better,
my
clearer.
baby. Tell me, baby, do you love me true?
Yeah.
Do. Little Tom and Jerry there. Avowed pieced me a little bit, but games like that I play when I'm really like don't really have anything to do, and I just feel like a time suck. And that's the kind of game that's gonna be a time suck. It's gonna be like, leave me alone, don't bother me.
Just suck away.
No, don't answer my damn phone. Why aren't you answering your phone? Because I'm busy. Busy doing what? Nothing you would be concerned about right now. You're like, what's her name? Why I gotta be a hoe over here right now? Why can't I be sitting there relaxing, playing the video game? Yeah, baby, get back down there. But you know what I'm saying? Why?
Her
You
name's
know,
Avowed, and
You know, and that's one of the that's how I used to piss my ex-wife off every time a new Tomb Raider game came out. Back in the
God,
day.
shut up, dude.
Because I'd be playing that, take a week off vacation just to play a Tomb Raider. So I know, but that's those kind of games. It's like,
It was those polygon titties.
no, it wasn't that.
it's funny you mentioned that because I do that to a couple of women I dated before I got married. They wouldn't hear from me for a couple of days. Well, what was her name? Mega Man X.
Famous.
See, everybody has games like that.
Oh my
That
God.
they come out and they just gotta play it. They take vacation time for it. People will never understand this. If you're a hardcore gamer, you do stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We've
Oh,
all
yeah.
done that. So
Fact.
that's not one of them games. That's one of them pass my time games when I want to feel like doing something for a little while. I've already got the mechanics just down. I get the understanding of the lore. I know, when I started, I get to the point like 6, 7, 8, 9 hours in where I know who I talk to and I get the configuration. So you come back maybe 2, 3 weeks later or something like that, and you still kind of know what's going on and you still know how the mechanics work. That's one of them kind of
X-Man
games.
likes to be the mage so he can basically wipe his asshole without using any toilet paper. Just cast a spell and get rid of the smell.
Yes, it is hands free.
Sounds like poopery.
Ooh, baby, tie my hands behind my back and you do everything. Go ahead. Yeah, you know how daddy like it. I'm not drinking on the
Sir
show
Man's
no
getting-
more.
Sir X-Man's getting pegged.
Fuck.
X-Man over here getting loose.
Fucking man's drinking a Sudafed tonight.
This guy's drinking some lean.
Wicked hot, brother.
But nah, that looks like a good involved game, man, and some people are gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I got you.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty enjoyable game if people can get by, get around with all the shenanigans. It is Obsidian. I mean, as long as it's if it's anything like even the Outer World, it should be decent. Hopefully, it's not filled with too many bugs and stuff at launch. That's the big thing.
No, hopefully it don't have too much reading and people start talking a little bit more. You ain't gotta read every damn thing. That's the thing I hate about some of.
Don't worry, it's not a Final Fantasy game. It's not 5 minutes of action for every 25 minutes of dialogue.
Did we really pay attention to the reading in the Final Fantasy, or we just pressed
next? Don't talk to man about this shit. He just plays golf.
Okay, you don't know anything about me. Final Fantasy X is my favorite RPG.
Short grass and big balls.
That's right.
Doesn't matter. You're still playing golf a lot.
I haven't played golf in a minute.
That's about to change.
I've been playing Marvel vs. Capcom before I got sick.
Yeah, boy.
So you're kind of completing my whole thought process.
Anyway, wicked hot.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
For the third time.
Well, I'd say, okay, Avowed. I'm with Perry on this one. I have been hyped for this for quite some time. I might get the deluxe edition just so I can play it early. I loved Outer Worlds, and they're saying this is so very close to Outer Worlds, around the same time to beat the game. You can do multiple different playthroughs. I watched a video where they talked to one of the directors or something like that, and they rattled off like 100 something questions, and it was just like little stuff, like sometimes like just real quick questions. They hit on like the 30 FPS, the 40 FPS, the 60 FPS. I'm not that you can dual wield shit. She was talking about how like one of her favorite dual wields was like a gun and a wand and shit like that. I'm like, this just sounds dope as hell. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for it, man. I can't fucking wait.
Nice, man. Well, that was short and to the point. Definitely a lot shorter than that game's going to be.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I can't fucking wait, dude. I am literally, oh man, just come on.
You already have a class that you're hoping to dive into?
I haven't looked in too much of that, but like, I don't know, like when I play Diablo, I tend to go to like the sorcerer, so like maybe like something with some distance right off the bat, or I don't know. Honestly, I'm all about persuasion and like the hacking and like however they're gonna handle that. I'm definitely gonna go high in persuasion. So if someone asked me to do something, I'd be like, how about no? And they'd be like, yeah, that's fine. Why not? I'm just gonna work my way through that.
Yeah, hopefully, I'm also curious to know how this game's going to turn out or run on the Xbox Series S. That'll be interesting. I mean, obviously, I'm going to guess that won't be tailor-made for 30, and that'll probably still look and run pretty good. Indiana Jones actually ran at 60 on the S, which was extremely impressive, and the game still looked pretty damn good.
That's dope.
You're going to get 40 on the S.
What?
You're going to get 40 on the S.
You're going to get 40 on the S? Is that a crispy bomb confirm, or?
They're not going to confirm it. They're just
going to give you
all the options all at once.
Like I said, I'm cool with 30 as long as it's a relatively locked 30 and the graphics don't look like absolute ass. I think.
Yeah, I'll download it on my PC so I can have some space on my Xbox.
It's also a play anywhere title, so.
Yeah, it's already like
buying it down the road. You could end up
on Steam, I believe.
Yeah, you're right. Run it in the cloud. Keep my ass some space. Yeah. See if I like it first.
Why would you release big titles like PlayStation has, and you get like nothing? Like the biggest title they've had on PC is Helldivers, right? I mean.
Oh yeah.
Let's be honest. Oh yeah. And it's worthy. Like even like the music, like I'm like, yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you just you watch like a TikTok and like They put the stupid helmet on the cat, and there's like, dun, 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 dun. And I'm like, what the fuck? I like that. I like that. I like that. I do like that. So it's like, you know, like you have something, but then you don't have anything else. And I think that's the problem that is going on with PlayStation right now. They don't know what to do.
Hopefully they can reconcile that in about a few hours.
You have a lot of faith, don't you?
Huh?
I said you have a lot of faith, don't you?
Yes, man. Yeah.
I mean, they already announced that Outer
Yeah, you gotta have faith.
Oh God,
baby.
Yeah. Outer Worlds 2.
They look, like that's where I get mad about what I said earlier. But let's be honest about it. I'll go back to Avowed. The one thing I will tell you is that I've had multiple people tell me that the game mechanics, if you're a gamer and you really enjoy, like, especially like RPGs, and also like having like the ability to do whatever the fuck you want, you're really going to enjoy the game mechanics of switching between weapons and said weapon classes. And you're going to be able to do it instantly. And that is one thing that at least the people I really hold dear to heart and say, I trust you when you say some fucking great shit like that. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, that's like, I can't stop playing this game because it's not really like all like the RPG shit, like, you know, like Oblivion type stuff or even New Vegas or Outer Worlds. Like, it's like the gameplay itself is really fucking good. And I'm like, okay, well, we've heard all of this other shit about it. Like, what does that mean? I don't even pay attention to it. I don't. The game is just that good, and I'm like, well, it would make sense that you've had like 2 weeks. Like, we gave Xbox shit for not giving people the games early. By the way, like, let's be honest. Like, I have too. You know, like, hey, like, oh, all of a sudden, like, you have 2 days to fucking review a game. Yeah, that's not a fucking review. Come on. So, you know, there's multiple people that I know that have 2+ weeks into this shit, and they've been playing that fucking game, and they can't stop playing it. So I say, well, guess what? If you have a PlayStation, well, until it comes out on there, because it probably will, I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
The game
you're gonna sit there and wait for it, or you have a PC, you have an Xbox, you have all this other stuff. Why you always gotta talk over me, fucking sir? Like, come on, bro. Like, seriously. Like, you always have to give me this little snap.
I know you, my friend.
Okay, like, seriously, I'm trying to tell you guys something. Like, this game is gonna fuck with people, and there's gonna be a lot of hate on it too, because it's not on PlayStation. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of hate on it. But if you go and fucking play the game, if you got Game Pass, or you want to pay you want to get the 2 days early access like I did, go ahead and pay the $22 when it's $100 on everything else. Mm-hmm. You know, you want to do it on PC, it's probably $100. I'm pretty damn sure it's close to that. So what are we talking about here? Like, I get it on Game Pass. I pay the $22 because I want to play that game that bad. Because it's third person, first person. It has all these elements that I don't know about, but I'm just getting little tidbits here and there. And I'm like, well, fuck, that sounds fucking great. And these are people that I fucking trust. And that's where I go back, all the way back to journalism. The journalism is the person that you fucking trust. Okay? You trust them and you think, hey, this person is on my level. Like, this is the way I like games. Okay? And you talk to them, or you at least watch them
and you watch them and you say, that's how I would play that game. You know, I do that with Fallout all the time. Still, I haven't beat Fallout 4, people. Fucking smack me in the head and call me fucking Charlie. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I fucking play the game to feel like a fucking god. Okay? And if that means fucking taking everything from everyone, I don't give a fuck. But I play that game when I want to feel like a fucking god. And if you're going to give me an RPG and it's mostly linear compared to a Fallout game or a Skyrim game, it is way more linear. It is still the largest world they've ever made. And I'm telling you right now, people are still playing that fucking game, and they're going to be reviewing it, and they're still playing that fucking game. And you're going to see it once they release it, and you're going to be following that person on Xbox or something, and they're still going to be playing that fucking game. That makes me like, okay, let's see. Because Obsidian did only one third-person, first-person RPG, and that was New Vegas. Okay? You could play both. What can they do with this? Because this is Pillars of Eternity. Never played any of them. Okay? But everybody says you don't have to fucking care about that. It's just a great game. And that's what we want as gamers.
I have a question for you, Perry. Are you getting any of the Avowed special edition that comes with the steel book disc or steel book, but does not have a disc in it?
No.
Man, that's one idea I can never wrap my head around. You're gonna pay for the special edition and get the steel book, but there's no fucking game in there.
Yeah.
I think it's a code. They give you the code, but it still makes the case kind of redundant, doesn't it?
They put a condom in there.
Well, the case would be $10 at Best Buy in a month. So I mean,
poster or something.
Then.
This is efficient. That just, I don't know, just fucking seems weird to me.
Yeah, it's
somebody gonna come over to your house one of these days, be looking through your game collection, all these steel cases, start opening up. Where the fuck's all your games, man?
Well, at least you can't steal a disc.
Newf, I got to say this. Like, I'm glad you still see physical because, like, it's in Connecticut, it's dead, it's gone. It's hard to find. But I didn't even realize I was getting the physical disc for Doom: The Dark Ages, and I bought the collectors because I wanted that damn statue, and it's massive compared to most statues, so it's gonna be nice. But it was also the red card, because the red card goes back to like Doom 64 and OG Doom on the PC and all that stuff, like, and they didn't show it, but it looks really good. And I'm like, yeah, I need that. Oh wait, I got still. Oh wait, I actually get the game. That's weird. Oh wait, it's on PlayStation too. So why wouldn't they do that? But why would they not just like take it away? Because they took it away from Steam, because they've released physical games on PC. By the way, people, just understand that. They took it away from Steam and they said, okay, you only get a physical, you get the statue and all the other crap, but you don't get the physical game. But I was like, why are you releasing it on Xbox with the physical game? Because we've kind of accepted this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, we're not sitting there like, oh my god, like, like it's the end of the world, like that. At least that thing. Of course, they got hate for it how many years ago. So we look at that and you're like, oh well, it's going on but okay, PlayStation gets that too, like, but we're kind of accepted into the like, hey, like, I have it on Game Pass, big fucking deal. So now I'm looking to resell the actual disc. So you get the license from that. Like, okay, thank you. Like, I might sell it for $20, make $20 back from what I really wanted was the fucking statue,
and then I can just play it on Game Pass. Like, come on, people. Like, that's a good thing. So,
Right.
like, I'm with people on certain physical things, but the problem is in my state in general, like, I'm not saying it's everybody's state, it's not the same anymore. Like, GameStops are closing everywhere. Luckily, I still have one in my town, but that's one out of the 5 that closed in like the surrounding area. So, I mean, where are we at? Like, it's gonna happen. I'm sorry. I love anybody that loves physical. I get it, but I also don't have fucking room for it either. I just don't. And I play on Game Pass. I play the fucking game I want. If I don't like it, I freaking uninstall and I move on to it. And I think that's something that people will ignore for now. People will be a little weird about it and fucking scream at the top of their lungs. But at the end of the day, it's just fucking inevitable, man. It's where we're at. Like, we have fiber optic all over my state. Like, I literally have instantaneous internet. Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta think with the times, and sometimes it's gonna fucking hurt. It's gonna take your old school and throw it in the fucking garbage. But guess what? I was old school, and I keep talking about Blockbuster, and nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about half the time. So I feel like a fucking asshole, but I'm like, dude, like, I've been renting games my whole fucking life, and I've had them, and I've had them for 5 days, and I've fucking beaten them in 5 days. I got 0 achievements, 0 trophies. And you know what, right now? I look at these motherfuckers, and some of them are like, oh, you have this gamer score. I'm like, dude, I lost my damn account fucking 3 times in my life because I didn't have no internet connection. I just had my Xbox. Yeah, I loved that it was able to play, but we're in different times now. It's a different fucking goddamn realm. Get the fuck over it. And I don't think anybody's going to until they see everybody else moving the other way, or just saying, you know, I download off the internet. Big fucking deal. But until then, everybody's going to be all angry about it. And I'm going to be like, okay, you can be angry. I'm just going to screenshot your fucking ass because you're going to fucking eat it later. Sorry, dude. Get with the fucking times.
There you go.
Jim.
Hey, who's pre-downloaded their Avowed yet, or their South of Midnight? Or
I have no.
You can't. Well, I mean, you can pre-download South of Midnight.
Yeah.
But
which one?
Fully load. Like,
well, you know, when you pre-download it, you're setting it up for the main download when it comes. So at least you're ready to go. Everything's set up. The configurations are there for it to get ready to go. So is there anything y'all preloaded to PC or console yet?
Either game is not downloadable on PlayStation, so I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Have you downloaded downloaded anything yet, Newf?
I haven't tried yet. I don't even know if it's ready. You know, you could do that for weeks ahead of Indiana Jones, but I haven't checked for Avowed just yet.
Well,
that
was pre-downloadable last month.
I'm gonna check it out when I get off the podcast and see if it's just about ready to roll.
You know, I don't like saying Sir X-Men's correct, but he's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and I think South of Midnight is pre-downloadable, and Doom should be pre-downloadable. Doom games are always pre-downloadable.
Just like a couple hundred megabytes, whatever it is, like a license kind of synaptic,
right?
But, yeah.
Just to put the slot right there, so when the game is done and you're not there, it'll download the rest of it for you.
RWK says Doom is pre-downloadable.
Doom is pre-downloadable? I thought so.
That's what RWK is saying, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to download that on PC.
That's my prediction for Game of the Year. I'll say it right here.
I'm right there with you. That's it for me. That's going to be my game of the year. X-Man brought up earlier about people taking off of work to play a game. Yeah, that I've got that day scheduled.
Well, if it drops when I think it's going to drop, I think my game of the year this year is probably going to be Grand Theft Auto 6 whenever it comes out.
Yeah, ain't nothing beating that. Yeah.
That game's going to be nuts.
There are multiple. They're talking like they're going to release it this year, but then Zelnick went on what was it, Vulture Beat or some shit, and was like, I don't know, things happen, and I was like, oh fuck.
Well, we know they're notorious.
Rockstar likes to play with people's minds,
but
they're good for playing with people's mind. They let you think it might come out, and then it's not coming out
of 5, so I'm not going to buy it.
You know what they're going to do is when they're going to let it out, they will let you know. And I've seen them do it. 3 to 4 months before the game is coming out.
Oh no, yeah, they have. Yeah,
they like to tease you about that. Well, maybe around there, maybe around there.
Well, am I going to be able to actually see fucking a hooker and like do fucking shit? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Like, seriously, like
that's what we bought the game for.
I mean, no. I never played GTA 5. I've heard fucking stories about when it first came out and like they let you do all kinds of shit. Like that's the point. Like I never played GTA 5.
But the thing about GTA, it was mostly about the multiplayer. It was the multiplayer that kept that game going.
So they're gonna get your microtransactions from you, and you're gonna fucking pay for it, and you're gonna fucking enjoy it. If you don't, you won't
play have fun with GTA without buying.
Did you even play Red Dead Redemption 2, Crispy, or no?
Ooh,
no.
Good game.
No.
That's amazing.
I played, actually, I played the first hour of it, and I got tired of fucking riding a horse through the fucking snow. I got really fucking tired of it.
Oh, once you got out of the snow,
somebody showed up, and they're like, hey, help me. And then I went and go, and it's just like I can do fucking nothing. It was fucking the most boring game I've ever played in my life. And trust me, playing Fallout at the beginning is not the same because you got nukes going up and all that other shit. But I'm telling you right now, I was just like, no, this is not my jam. Like,
would you rather play Death Stranding for 20 hours?
I never played that. Never played that either. That was
an application in for
saying that Death Stranding 2 is going to come out and possibly, be announced and actually shown like better than just scissor reel that they did. Okay, like that's just my inkling. That's not me being like, oh yeah, good for you. Like you want that game, fucking play it. I don't care. I don't. I'm looking at Avowed right now, and I'm like, oh, I have choices. I have all these different choices. I love choices. That's the way I look at gaming. I want fucking choices. And if I want to fucking go and just smash people's heads in, if I freaking pick that type of character, by all fucking means, I will do that. If I want to go and snipe them, that's the way I'll do it.
That's why I'm always a commando in Borderlands.
Look at it like I don't want just okay, you get stealth or you get to be a hammer. No. I don't like that. I like the in between. I like, hey, I could play neutral on one end and be nice on the other, and then also backstab those motherfuckers and kill them. And the people I was neutral with they'd be like, yeah. And then I go and fucking kill them, and I'm fucking in another realm, and those people are like, yeah, and I keep fucking doing it over and over again, and then I end up being neutral at the end. I fucking love that shit. That shit is what Obsidian has provided to me multiple fucking times. And trust me, I'm damn close to beating Outer Worlds 1. Never fucking really went back to it because there's too many fucking games on Game Pass. Okay? But I'm like 3 hours away from beating Outer Worlds 1. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Like, yeah, maybe I'll go back to it. Guess what? It's still fucking there. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I like. Like, it's a license. Like, at the end of the day, I pay my sub. Okay, they're not paying licenses for like any IP about the game, like a Forza or something like that. And I will have it indefinitely because it's just there. Okay, it's there. It's like Redfall. If I want to go play Redfall, I can go fucking play Redfall. That's the ultimate troll. Give them fucking Redfall during the state of play. That would be fucking hilarious.
That'd be awesome.
And because it's still alive, it's still there. Okay, not like Concord. What are we talking about? Like, what are we doing? They didn't spend $400 million on fucking Redfall. They spent like $90 million. Guaranteed.
Redfall, the online is shut off though. There is no more online compatibility for it.
You can still play the game.
They spent $90 million on Redfall, but 89.99999 million of that was all on Blow.
Yeah, sometimes it makes you wonder some of those fucking development dollars really go. It's like, man.
Oh yeah, like Bungie.
Some of these games are, you're like, fuck, man. What do you spend them all on fucking pizza and beer?
But if you're
Bungie, the guy, the president of Bungie bought what $1 billion worth of cars.
Yeah.
What did Microsoft ever do with the people that bought that pre-ordered the fucking expansion for Redfall? Because he said they're not going to bring it out, right?
They refunded everybody.
They refunded everybody.
Yeah, they refunded everybody.
Okay,
they honored that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they said they refunded
everybody.
Everybody
Get refunded from Concord.
They refunded it. And then they said, just go on and keep the expansion. It ain't gonna do us no good no more. So that's what happened.
Once in a while.
All right, we're getting very close to the 2-hour mark of the show. Is there any other topics or anything that anyone wants to bring up before we bring in the special cast of characters?
Hey, Wicked, we playing after this. I'm almost sober enough.
what are we playing?
Oh, Capcom, whichever one y'all want.
Oh, damn, dude. Daddy's going to bed. I got work in the morning.
It's your poor baby gotta go to bed in the morning.
Yeah, that's right, baby. Daddy gonna go to bed, and then he gonna wake up, and he gonna do the damn thing.
Daddy can't stay up late tonight. Oh,
Man.
Why do I sound like Adam Sandler?
Yeah, I love it. I love it when you call me daddy.
Oh God!
That got real fast.
What movie was that? I know what he's talking about. The one where he's like the mini devil.
Little Nicky.
Yeah, Little Nicky.
Yeah, Little Nicky.
Sounds like Adam Sandler and looks like fucking Samuel Jackson.
Oh.
All right, we're going to bring in Arnold, Safehouse, and Cletus are on standby. Get your questions ready for them now.
Zach.
Fire away.
Yes. Let's hear that.
Go ahead. Perry looks like he's got some questions all preloaded up there.
Oh, yeah, dude.
He was writing it down. That's where he disappeared for like 10 minutes. Anybody in the chat or on the panel got a question for Arnold, Safehouse, or Cletus?
Arnold, what do you think they're going to show at State of Play tomorrow?
Oh, God damn it. That's going to be a very good question. Of course, they're always, you never really know what to expect from Sony. They're always very different. There's always something coming on, but I wouldn't be surprised if perhaps it's going to be something from that little pipsqueak, that Hideo Kojima. Perhaps it's a Dead Stranding 2, and we're going to get another walking simulator. You know, maybe it'll be Goat Simulator. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's definitely not going to be a game about shooting up the mates, not the Minimates kind of game. I don't really know anymore with Sony. They're completely out to lunch. I have no idea what they're doing. I mean, they can't even keep their servers up. We're going to send them a bottle of Viagra. Maybe that would help keep it up all the time. I don't really know, swear to God, but I hope it's going to be a great show. It should have some kind of a game that's got me in it, and that would be awesome.
Hey, since your camera is back, I need to talk to the puppet with your hand up his ass and ask him why did he pull the plug on Sony this weekend?
Well,
Because he is a sneaky little.
He's not available at the moment, so you'll have to say that. For
Man.
You can be the puppet though.
He will be back soon, though.
All right, Ganesh.
Nobody's hand is up my ass. I assure you of that.
I don't know. About 3 weeks ago, this something was up your ass.
There's something coming out of my ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, ask Safe House that question, if you
It's
don't
crawled
mind.
out.
Ask
No,
Safe
this-
House, why did he pull the plug on Sony's internet?
Yeah.
Oh, why you gotta rub shit in, Perry?
Let me tell you this right now. You gotta fucking pull that plug. It was me. I was in the fucking server house and I fucking pulled all the fucking wires out of that fucking place, let me tell you. Because I like watching all them fucking Sony ponies squirming. Man, it's nothing better than watching some fucking 13-year-old pimply ass snot-nosed kid fucking screaming because he can't play fucking Fortnite and play with his fiddly diddly motherfucking rabbit ear mother pig fucking gun piss ass motherfucker. But the Congress is nothing better than the real gamers. I feel sorry for the real gamers, but it's all them fucking kids that's out there opening mamas and daddy's wallets and spending all that fucking shit on all these fucking microtransactions. They got everything fucking in the industry screwed the fuck up. It's all about these cop ass fucking games out of fucking stupid ass. I mean, you even play fucking Call of Duty lately. What the fuck is that? Is that a fucking transvestite fucking cockchild motherfucking shooting game? I don't see any fucking military dudes in there. Don't even close the military. There's fucking guns. After that, it's all fucking weird. They got fucking raccoons. Fuck they. They got more raccoons in Call of Duty than I got my goddamn backyard. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on? They were fucking. What the fuck is with these games, man? I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Yeah, even Barbie's a killer. Even Barbie's a killer in there.
They got fucking Nicki Minaj in these fucking games. I mean, fucking
Slapping those ass cheeks everywhere.
They got the Terminator in there. That's pretty cool. Right? They got fucking Terminator in there. Maybe something like that. Maybe, but what the fuck are you doing? That's not that. Who the fuck was all that shit? See? Fucking X-Defiant tried that bullshit and then fucking flopped faster than a fucking old man's cock when he forgets his language.
Yeah, right. The YMCM. What did YMCA gym?
Might want to check on fucking Safe House, man. It sounded like he was about to have a stroke. Christ.
Right?
Take a cigarette break, buddy. Take a puff.
Well, I have a fucking stroke every day. It just depends on how many of them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, man. So if I get hot and bothered, let me tell you, I got to cool off.
Fucking, oh my God. Him and the piggies in the shower.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't say that. They would put Mint Piggy in the game.
Oh, we got a question coming in. We got a couple questions apparently coming in from RWK up there.
Oh, yeah.
Arnold, what would the maid's studio name? I think he meant what would be the maid's studio name?
If they had a studio.
I'd call it Made in Japan, MAID in Japan. And I would go to Japan to hire these maids. They're going to be perfect. It's awesome. Made in Japan. It's a perfect name for the studio.
All over again.
The studio, it's a great name. I'm onto something here. Somebody come up with that. Come on, and I will endorse it.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm watching the white version of Dragon Ball Z right here.
The white version of Dragon Ball Z. Maids of Honor.
Oh, God.
The Medal of Honor, Maids of Honor. Oh, man. Any questions for anybody else? Any questions for Cletus? I know it's working hot. You always got questions for Cletus.
I know. I can't really think of anything for Cletus.
Hey, Cletus, what did you do? What did you do during the PlayStation outage?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he freaking did it. The same thing that I always do for any fucking outage. I'm not dependent on video games like everybody else is. I can do lots of cool things without having to hook up some fucking excitement box to my television set. I mean, I got places to be. I got pigs to do, and I got chores to do, man. But let me tell you, I was busy. I was busy breaking in a new mattress. Me and the old lady, we just bought a new mattress, And I was busy breaking that in with the old lady, let me tell you. I was bouncing up and down. I was googly woogly, let me tell you. I was rocking and cocking that old son of a bitch, let me tell you. We had a good time. It was good. So sometimes downtime, there's a lot of uptime with the old lady. You know what I'm saying? You just got to put it in perspective. So, yeah, every once in a while, it's good to take a break and get away from all that fucking bullshit. But I had a good fucking time. Let me tell you. She's got to be pregnant with my third uncle tomorrow. That's what she's going to do.
Hey, Cletus, how much fun did you have in the upper room during the Super Bowl weekend in New Orleans?
Well, I was in the upper room, and I had a Super Bowl of marijuana. I had a big old fucking bowl of the guns, and let me tell you, my eyeballs are still not fucking white yet. My pupils are still redder than pinker than the fucking than the inside of my wife's cooter. You know what I'm saying? I'm still high. I've been high since I had that Super Bowl. I never seen the football game. There's fucking some kind of shit happened for a couple minutes. I never saw nothing after that. Once I got high as a fucking kite, let me tell you, I was on cloud 9, and I'm still halfway there.
Wow.
Well.
The word you fucking said.
Alrighty, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. We are at the 2-hour mark. This has been a dynamite show. I can't believe it's been over 2 hours already. That's how shit flies by. It's been an awesome time, and the chat's been awesome. Fazal, RWK, John 907, Cyber Gunter, Iceman, Talos Ray, Doggy Dog. A fun speculation was here. Back from the dead's in the house. Dreadpool's in the building. We got a lot of great people here. Thank you so much. Dizzy Delta's in the house tonight. Good guys. See you there. So many people. Serenity, Ron Hale. The list goes on. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Can't stress that enough. Thank you for the love and support. Hit that like button on your way out the door. And leave some comments. For those of you catching us on the replay, same deal. Appreciate any feedback and support, one way or the other, bad or good. It's all appreciated. Just keep it kind of clean, man. We're just here for a good time. We're having fun, and that's all it's about. And I just hope everybody's having fun playing games, no matter what that game is, and no matter what console you play on. We're all here for the same damn reason. But anyway, we're going to close the show. We are actually going to start with our guest first. Like I said, because it's been a long time since we've had Crispy Bomb on, so it's always a pleasure to have him here. And I hope you enjoyed his banter again tonight, and we look forward to having him back again in the future. Crispy, let people know where they can catch up with you, what you've got going down next, my friend.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on right now. At Chris Bomb on X, Chris Bomb 28 Xbox Live. You can find me where you find me. Maybe back here. You never know. You know, love the banter. This is a great show. Brought me back a little bit, back to the old days, Newf. You haven't changed one fucking bit, and I fucking love it. And you know, everybody that's watching, just enjoy this, because it's not going to happen forever. Like we all have lives. We all have things that we need to do, and I need to go to fucking bed. And that's the way I look at it. And at the end of the day, this is amazing. I hope we can do it again.
Absolutely. It's a guarantee, man. We'll have you back in the future. Hopefully we'll have some good topics, and guaranteed when there's some big Gears info, you'll definitely be one of the guys I want to have on the show. All right, guys, let's head over to your Wicked Hot. Let people know where to catch up with you, my friend.
All right, guys, you can catch me on PlayStation, Xbox, and Twitter as the name you see on the screen. And you can catch me here every Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till the next time, baby, enjoy the rest of the week. I'll see y'all later.
Indeed. Sir X-Man. Sounds like you need to go to bed or something. But anyway, we're going to let you take off. So,
I'm awake now. I'm good.
He's awake now. The show's over. He's like, yeah, I'm here.
He's ready to play golf.
Yep.
No, I'm not playing golf. I'm not going to play no golf today.
Golf, but you're playing with
no, the new. I saw the announcement. The new golf's coming out soon.
The new poop golf, right? When you got to poop, you're playing.
No, the new 2K 2025 golf coming out.
Nice.
But other than that, that's about it. I ain't got nothing else. Tomorrow, well, 2 more days. It's my Xbox Live 21st anniversary coming up. So it'll be 21 years on Xbox Live. Whoopee.
Yee.
Wow.
So
you gonna give us the whoopee?
I'll have, so in that little circle, it'll say 21 years. You know, whoopee, I'm a survivor. Oh, I got friends that got 22.
Oh my lord!
And one with 23. So
the badge of honor.
Yeah, I know, right?
The badge of honor is the whoopee.
Badge of honor, right?
But other than that, that's about it, everybody.
ProtoFoxy, let people know what's happening.
You find me at the usual haunts, Twitter, YouTube, all that good shit. Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Tuesday nights, always here for Gaming After Dark.
Indeed, back here again Tuesday night. And as always, GameComplainers. Busy man, always busy doing something. Let people know where they can catch up with you, bro.
Every Wednesday night between 9:30 and 10 p.m. Eastern, the GameComplainers podcast with Anthony, Frank, and Fred and I. So there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by and checking out my little Call of Duty thing yesterday. Greatly appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I think we're going to have all between you and myself and a few other people, I'm sure, in the community. This is, for those of you who are not in the loop, this is 20-year anniversary coming up for the Xbox 360, one of the great consoles of all time. And I know Perry's planning to do some type of anniversary style stuff as they get a little closer to launch date. And I'm hoping that I'll be at least part of it, perhaps with him, and probably a little bit of stuff on my own as well. And looking forward to that. And for those of you who haven't seen already or haven't been privy to it, I'll be starting up a little solo podcast here in the near future called Xbox Universe. Looking forward to that. It's gonna be a solo show for the most part, but there will be lots of guests, lots of one-on-ones, and a few different things. A very positive style podcast that's just strictly based around Xbox news, hardware, retro gaming, and so on and so forth. Should be pretty good show, hopefully. But that's coming up pretty soon. Looking forward to getting that out. Haven't really nailed down a time and date just yet, but that is coming here shortly. But anyway, guys, we're getting ready to close the show. Again, thanks so much to the panel, our amazing guests, and to the chat. You guys are fantastic, and we will see you again soon. So, thanks for your support, and we hope you enjoy this latest episode of GAD, Gaming After Dark, Rated R Podcast. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Peace out. Be cool.
Peace.
Gaming After Dark.
Don't be square.
I need
Be
to fart.
cool.